do too, Mark, is load the toe and so they can see the pylon flex. Keep your weight on it. Get your weight. That's it. Now you see what's happening there. Okay. Now, the way it looks to me, you can walk back and forth a little bit more. And now what I want you to do is increase your speed at the highest speed walk, not a trot, but a high speed walk. And now what we're evaluating is the dynamics of the pylon. We want to find out whether we want to stiffen the pylon or make it more flexible. And what we're really looking at is the moment of heel off on the prosthetic side as compared to the moment of heel off on the sound side. So what we're looking for is if the heel lags and the heel doesn't come up at the same time as the sound limb does, that means the pylon is now too flexible and we have to stiffen it. If the heel comes off the ground prematurely, at that point we want to make the pylon more flexible. But you can see it flex, can't you? Yep. We're heating it up on the medial side of the pylon because we're going to be stretching this material. You do not want to collapse the material when you align it. So if you want to outset the foot, if you want to bring the foot out laterally, you must heat on the medial side of the pylon as it exits the socket. Okay? And if you notice, I'm heating right over the shuttle lock and everything. You don't have to disassemble it to do this. This is 1/4-inch material. Plus he has an active flex in the prosthesis. We'll go over that later. It takes a while to get it warm enough to be malleable. Usually what I do also is put my hand inside the socket. When I start to feel it hot enough on the inside where it's a little bit too hot to touch, you know that you're at about the temperature that you want to bend the material. You don't want to overheat this. You don't want to get it clear again. You just want to get it soft enough to bend. Real man. To let that cool. Well, we're going to speed it up a little bit because it takes a while for the material to cool down. So what we're going to do is take it over the sink, hold the alignment that we want, and then shoot some cold water on it. You can do that with cold water or air with a compressor. The idea is that the material is going to come back a little bit, and you want to overbend it because it's going to return. And to speed it up, we'll just put it right over the sink and while I'm holding it down, let's see how that works. If you notice, you want to keep moving the heat gun around too. You don't want to scorch the material by holding it located in one region. You're going to go out with the plane this weekend or what? You're going to go out? I can go dancing now. There you go. Mark just came in from Phoenix, what, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
He was in Phoenix for, what, 7 years?
15? No, 12 years.
And he's originally from this area, New Jersey. And he decided to come back for a while. I don't know why. Once you're living out there, it must be open nice.
The summer's coming up.
That's it. Alright, we should have it now. Here's the trick. Here you go. First you'll bend it the way you want. Now we walk with a little bit external rotation, so I'm holding it here. I'm aligning the prosthesis now. You can see I'm bending it. It'll flex for you. What you want to do is overbend it a little bit This is really more of a technique than a science also, you know. So I want to overbend it a little bit, let the material kind of settle out while it's stretching on the medial side, and then slide it over the water. Let the water cool the material down while you're holding it in the alignment that you desire. Again, you want to overbend it because it will return a little bit. Now you cool the surface and you can see how much we've aligned it now. We might have gone even more than I want to, but you can heat it over and over again until you get it right. Try and do it right the first time though, as usual. Okay, you can see how far outset the foot is now. Now, if you really want to outset it a lot and you don't want to refabricate the prosthesis, in reality we're not outsetting this foot. We're not sliding the foot out, we're tilting. So you may have to add a wedge on the lateral side of the foot if you really want to bring it out and you don't want to refabricate the prosthesis. We can very easily add a wedge on the lateral border, glue it in, finish it off, and by the time we put the skin on, you don't even see it's there. Okay? Now we're going to let it cool down a little bit more. Empty it out. That was just a little bit of comedy there.
Well, I'll tell you, when I have that old leg on, I feel like I'm 40 years old. When I put this new one on, I feel like I'm 20.
Well, that's the whole key to the dynamics. That's the whole story behind the dynamics. You're fluid with this.
It really is. It really puts a lot more spring in your step.
See, the whole thing with prosthetics, by the way, Mark, is that it's only last like 20 years that we started to address the concept of flexibility in prosthesis and dynamics. In other words, materials that simulate the function of the muscles that were lost. I got to give Campbell Childs a lot of credit for starting that whole thing with the safe foot 23 years ago. And at the time, I didn't know what it meant. I figured, safe? What does safe mean? The foot is safe? Until today, they still have a fantastic foot. A urethane heel with different durometers so you can make it more flexible or more rigid. Now at this point we're going to reevaluate him. We've outset the foot now. His lateral thrust should be at least diminished or maybe even eliminated. And I may have even overbent the pylon so you may even see a valgus thrust. We're not sure yet.
Oh yeah, that feels good. That feels real good.
Still just a hair. Much better though. You got to walk into it too. You got to get into the groove with it. I think I should toe the foot out. Now I want to toe the foot out. All right.
Okay, here's screwdriver.